Hey future doctors, welcome to NEET Podcast where I am providing you with audible revision of NCRTs before the upcoming NEET exam. If you're finding our initiatives helpful, do share it with your friends and other NEET aspirants and help us reach as many students as possible. This is Dr. Sharan. Let's start. Anatomy of flowering plants. Introduction. Anatomy. Study of internal structure of plants, structural organization, cells combine and work together to form tissues. Tissues form tissue systems form organs form organ system. Example: root, stem, leaf. Tissues, group of cells performing a common function. Types of plant tissues: meristematic tissue, actively dividing; permanent tissue, mature, non-dividing. Meristematic tissue. Characteristic: actively dividing cells helps in growth, thin walled, dense cytoplasm, large nucleus. No vacuole as the cells are actively dividing. Types of meristem based on position in plant body: apical meristem, intercalary meristem, lateral meristem. Apical meristem at tips of roots and shoots. Function: helps in primary growth, lengthwise expansion. Example: shoot apex, growing tip of the stem; root apex, growing tip of the root. Intercalary meristem present between the mature tissues. Example at nodes, leaf bases. Function: helps in regrowth of grasses after grazing, elongation of internodes. Example: sugarcane, bamboo, grasses. Lateral meristem present along the sides of the stem and the root. Function: helps in secondary growth, thickness expansion. Example: vascular cambium and cork cambium. Permanent tissues. Simple permanent tissues made of one type of cells: parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. Parenchyma, most common living. Structure: thin walled, loosely packed, large vacuoles. Functions: photosynthesis, storage. Example: starch in potato; secretion, healing of wounds. Types: chlorenchyma, arenchyma. Chlorenchyma contains chlorophyll for photosynthesis. Arenchyma contains air spaces for buoyancy. Example: water hyacinth. Collenchyma, living, thickened at corners. Structure: elongated cells thickened at corners due to cellulose pectin. Function: provides mechanical support, flexibility. Example: at leaf petiole and young stems. Sclerenchyma, dead, rigid. Structure: thick lignified wall, no protoplasm. Function: provides strength and rigidity. Types: fibers, long, narrow. Example: coconut husk. Sclerites, small, gritty. Example: gritty texture of pear. Complex permanent tissues made of different types of cells. Xylem, phloem. Xylem, water conducting tissue. Function: conducts water and mineral from root to aerial parts. Components: tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma, and xylem fiber. Tracheids, elongated dead cells with tapering ends. Vessels, long tubular perforated structure for conduction. Xylem parenchyma, storage function, the only living part of the xylem. Xylem fibers, provides mechanical support. Phloem, food conducting tissue. Function: transports organic nutrients, mainly sucrose, from leaf to all the parts. Components: sieve tubes, main conducting cells, no nucleus. Companion cells, help sieve tubes by providing energy. Phloem parenchyma stores food and raisins. Phloem fibers provides mechanical support. Tissue system: epidermal tissue system, outer protective layer. Epidermis, outermost single layer, protects plant body. Cuticle, waxy layer to prevent water loss. Stomata, pores for gas exchange and transpiration. Root hair, unicellular extension for water absorption. Trichomes, hair-like structures for reducing transpiration. Ground tissue, support and storage, includes parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. Function: storage, photosynthesis, mechanical support. Vascular tissue system, xylem and phloem arrangements. Radial bundles, conjoined bundles. Radial bundles, xylem and phloem are separate, arranged alternately in root. Conjoined bundle, xylem and phloem are together, found in stems and leaves. Anatomy of root, stem, and leaf. Dicot root versus monocot root. Dicot root. Example: P. Xylem and phloem, radial, alternating. Xylem number is few but well defined. Pith is small or absent. Monocot root, xylem, phloem, radial, alternating. Xylem number is numerous and scattered. Pith is long and well developed. Dicot stem versus monocot stem. Dicot stem. Vascular bundles arranged in a ring. Cambium is present. Monocot stem. Vascular bundles are scattered throughout. Cambium is absent. Dorsiventral versus isobilateral leaf. Dorsiventral is dicot leaf. Isobilateral is monocot leaf. Dicot leaf. Stomata is more on the lower epidermis. Mesophyll is palisade plus spongy parenchyma. Monocot leaf. Stomata is equal on the both surfaces and there is no differentiation of mesophyll into spongy and palisade parenchyma. Secondary growth, increase in thickness of the plant body, occurs due to lateral meristem, vascular cambium and cork cambium. Vascular cambium produces secondary xylem, wood and secondary phloem. Cork cambium or phellogen produces bark, periderm, lenticels, small openings in the bark for gas exchange. That was the entire chapter, and the 10 minutes timer has still not clicked. Guys, the more sensations you involve in your preparation, better you remember. And with these podcasts, we are putting your auditory sensation to play. I really hope you find these helpful. And if you do, don't forget to share it with your friends as well. I'll see you guys in the next episode of the podcast. This is Dr. Sharon signing off.